Now, here's Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, new data coming into the Weather Center last couple of hours still points to a significant coastal storm, actually an all-out nor'easter Saturday evening and Saturday night, as conditions coming together for a lot of precipitation and a lot of wind. With this storm system, even though it will be brief, it won't last very long. We don't expect the storm system to be stalling, but to here long enough Saturday evening, Saturday night for some accumulating snow. Here's the situation: developing area of low pressure now across the Ohio River Valley. It's fairly weak. Well, boy, I tell you what, when it tracks across the mid-Atlantic states and just offshore tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, it just intensifies rapidly. In other words, the air pressure within the center of the storm drops rapidly. So if you have a barometer at home, boy, you're going to see a crash Saturday night with very low air pressure south of New England. That'll do a couple of things. It'll enhance the precipitation of snow. It'll really start to increase the wind, especially across coastal Massachusetts. Winter storm warning for the areas in red, with a blizzard watch for the light pink area. The combination of heavy snow, reduced visibility, and drifting snow. Gale warnings, winds 50, 60 miles per hour. I'm wondering whether or not the blizzard watch gets expanded a little further inland to the west. Something that we'll watch. It's a possibility. It does not include, say, New Bedford, but looking at some new information, perhaps that may need to happen. So we'll keep you posted. In the meantime, it is moonlit, clear Providence, 32 degrees, a little icy. So some of the snow melt and some of the puddles from this afternoon on the side roads will freeze up a little bit tonight. So be aware that if you're traveling late at night, it's down to 30 in Smithfield and mid-30s along the South Shore. Newport eventually will fall just below freezing. So it's pretty quiet on the satellite photo right now. You can see the leading edge of the precipitation on the lower left-hand side of your TV set. That's headed our way for tomorrow afternoon. So intensifying storm Saturday evening south and east of Cape Cod. There's the howling winds along the coastline, 40, 60 miles per hour, and very heavy snow. The most snow by far is not, Foster, Gloucester, or northern New England. It is actually southeastern Mass, Cape Cod, and the islands, places like, for example, Hyannis. Okay, so we saw the winter storm warning. That goes into effect tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. Futurecast starts off at noontime tomorrow. It's still dry, cloudy skies, and here comes the snow by late day. This is around 4 o'clock. The blue is snow. You see some moderate to heavy snow through 8 o'clock in the evening, though the whole system moves away roughly a little after midnight tomorrow night, and certainly overnight tomorrow night. So by Sunday morning, this is 7 a.m., we're waking up to sunshine, very windy, cold but dry, so a blustery, chilly, dry Sunday afternoon with sunny skies. Temperatures only in the mid-20s, so a colder day. So as far as the most snow, the least amount of snow, less the further north and west you go, more as you get into southeastern Massachusetts, the Cape, and the islands. That thinking has not changed. All I did was just increase the numbers a little bit. So the original forecast of 3 to 6 in here is now 4 to 8. The original forecast of what was it, 7 to 10 is now 8 to 12, and still keeping 1 to 3 further to the north and west. How close the storm comes to the coastline will determine whether or not we get the 4 or the 8. So we're kind of giving this range right now. But bottom line, it will be significant as far as travel tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. By late in the day, the precipitation starting, and it really comes down hard tomorrow night. But it's out of here Sunday. We're back to sunshine, but a very windy day with temperatures in the mid-20s. So if you have travel plans all the way up to noontime tomorrow, it's fine. It's not until very late in the day, especially tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. Check with Pete Mangione tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
How about a Valentine's breakfast instead?
I know a lot of couples you have to imagine are going out tomorrow night because they couldn't tonight. I wonder if it's going to ruin their plans.
Well, I would certainly use caution. Take it very slow.
All right. Thanks, Tony. Coming up next.